Tara.
It's Jen.
And we are here with another episode of Girlfriends Talk Marketing, and we're super excited to have our guest, Dawn Sullivan, here today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
She has her own company, and she is a network marketing mentor and trainer. And I will just say I'm super excited to have her on so she can share her story about how she got started, exactly how she got to the huge following that you have today, almost 5,000 followers, and growing on a daily basis. So thank you, Incubate co-working space, for hosting us, and I would love, to just hear your story.
Sure. Thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to be here and to talk about my story and how I've gotten where I am today. So I, like many network marketers, started using a product, fell in love with it, and I was told all you have to do is share. All you have to do is share with a few people, and you can start making an income. And I was like, well, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So let me just jump in here real quick and ask, for those who aren't familiar with the term or the idea, what is network marketing?
Yeah, so network marketing or multi-level marketing, direct sales, they're all very similar, is a way for someone to use a product and or service. It doesn't always have to be a product. Use a product or service and then kind of sell it to other people and make a commission directly from the company. So there's no middleman. So for me, I was in healthcare. So I was selling things that you might be able to get off the shelf at CVS. But instead of you going to CVS, you would buy it directly from me and I would earn commission.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great idea.
Yeah. Seems easy enough.
Yeah. So you got started and you started doing this, and then you found out that it was harder than you expected.
It was harder than I expected, and I just came from the mindset that, this is a great product. Why wouldn't everybody want to try it, right?
Sure.
And so I quickly learned that people have ideas about network marketing and multi-level marketing. People have ideas about that, and they're suspicious for whatever reason, and it wasn't as easy as I thought. However, and in the beginning, I was actually making enough money to pay my mortgage every month. So I was making a lot of money.
Right.
Most people would want to make that amount of money.
Yeah.
As a side gig.
Yeah.
And so I definitely saw there was something to this if I could just figure out how to get in front of the right people.
Yep.
So fast forward a little bit, and through my frustration, I sought out mentorship from another company that wasn't my network marketing company, that specifically trained network marketers how to bring their business online through social media, websites, capture pages, funnels, all that
all the fancy stuff.
Yeah, and I have a background in healthcare, which is nothing like,
right,
computers or technology or anything. So what I had to learn was copywriting, writing headlines, like talking to my perfect customer, trying to create Facebook posts or LinkedIn Instagram posts that would attract the attention of somebody who was most likely to purchase my product.
Yep. And
now I don't really just want people purchasing my product. What I want is people who are also wanting to earn money from home.
Yep.
So for me to build the business I want to help dozens of other, for me, women between 35 and 55 earn money from home doing what I'm doing.
Nice. Well, and it makes such sense. Like, we all have families, we all have lifestyle, we need our jobs now, especially like with the technology that we have. We can work from Zoom conferences and co-working space meetings and things like that. And you can be very flexible. And if you are disciplined enough to, orchestrate your business that way, you can be very successful. However, you did mention a great point of that it's challenging for a lot of the people that get into network marketing because they love the product, and now all of a sudden they're kind of feeling a little bit stalled out or trapped because they weren't set up from the beginning with the appropriate skill set or mindset or tools to really help them be successful. So I love that you've transitioned into that mentor and training role. Can you talk to us a little bit about like what that looks like, and also how that's parlayed into your own networking marketing business?
Yeah, so, things just really evolved organically for me. I didn't expect to be a trainer and mentor to other network marketers and other companies, which is what I'm doing today. Yep. And so what happened for me is I learned a set of skills that not a lot of network marketers have known about or taken the time to learn themselves.
Okay.
So, and that was a really important shift for me, is that I wasn't going to get everything I knew from my upline, is what we call it, the people who were above me in my company or the company itself.
Yep.
And one thing that's really important to note is that my upline was very successful with the way that they marketed in 2013, 14, and 15. And in 2018, almost 19, that marketing is just annoying to people.
Right.
We actually have a name for it, and it's called spam.
Yes.
So what worked a long time ago to make people 7 figures is not working these days. And so if you're someone who doesn't have influence or that kind of credibility, like, I was an occupational therapist. What did I know about nutrition?
Right.
So if you're selling something that the people you have influence over don't see you as an expert in, you have to become an expert in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have since learned the skills. I've learned how to, like I said, the copywriting, writing headlines, what's a good image to use on Facebook, when to post on Facebook, even like the logarithms, and I've learned a lot. I've also learned that it changes all the time.
Yes. It does.
Yes. All the time.
Just when you think you master something, they're like, new algorithm going into play.
And so the only way for me to stay on top of that was to have mentorship myself. And so the company that I aligned with to get my training and mentorship has now helped me turn around and help other really beginner network marketers to get off the ground. And I can now teach the people that have joined me. Or if you're in love with your network marketing company, I can teach you how to do it online too. So it's become another stream of income for me. So if you're not wanting to join my company, I can teach you how to grow your company and just get paid to coach you.
What are the biggest challenges that you find people have when they get started?
So some of the biggest challenges are they don't have the time. They don't want to feel pushy or salesy. Mm-hmm. They have this sort of kind of fear of rejection.
Right.
There's a ton of rejection in network marketing.
No.
Yeah.
A ton of rejection.
No, don't say no to me.
Exactly.
I don't want to ask because I don't even want to ask.
Yeah.
What's your Thanksgiving dinner? It's like holiday. It's your family. You have to see 6 months from now. What if they don't like the product?
I bumped into people in the grocery store and I hope they didn't see me, But I mean, it's weird. We live in a small town here, so it is awkward and weird if somebody starts off and then they quit and it's...
It leaves awkwardness.
Yeah, it's awkwardness. So the wonderful thing about online marketing is, I've been able to use social media, use Facebook, use my website to enroll people. I have people in New Jersey, Florida, Texas, Montana, Minnesota, all over the country, and 1 or 2 people here in our small town, but I'm fine with that. I just want to be your friend. I don't want to sell you, you're welcome to join me, but I know you love what you do. So it's, there's a lot of emotion involved.
Yes.
And a lot of women are attracted to network marketing, and we know that women, have
emotional
lots
people.
Of emotions. Yeah. and really it's coming from a place of wanting to serve people. I want you to feel healthy and great. I want you to feel like I feel. I feel like you could benefit from this product. And we just take it really personally when someone says no thank you.
Right.
Instead of just they're not interested.
Right.
It's they don't like me versus they're not interested in my product.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of mindset work. I mean, it's not just this is how you make a capture page, this is how you write a headline. There's a lot of this is how you keep going when you get 8 no's.
Right. Right.
It's not about you. It's about
sales is a lot of rejection. I feel like I've been in sales all of my life. It's just you just have to keep going through.
Here's the $1 million question: is there a magic formula? Is it a matter of just knowing how to make this work?
So yes. Yes and no.
Okay.
So, all right, here's my...
And she's going to share the magic with us. So thank you.
Here's my golden nugget. Never make it about you. It's always about them, what we call the prospect.
Right.
It's always about the prospect. So if you're feeling bad that they said no, then you're making it about yourself.
Right.
If you're not doing a Facebook Live because you're worried about what people think, you're making it about yourself. If you're not writing a blog or emailing your list... my list I have over 2,000 people that have opted into my list. Those are people. Those are not emails. Those are people. And if I'm neglecting them and not emailing them the value that they gave me their email address to get, then I'm neglecting my people.
Right.
And I'm making it about myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing about network marketing is it's not about you.
Yeah.
Would you like to quit your job and be financially free and go on a cruise and buy the big house? Of course.
Right.
Of course. But to be successful in network marketing is to help other people have those things.
We all have heard this term. It's all about the experience. There's no more sales funnel. It's a sales flywheel. There's, everybody is now, always looking for that personal touch from that first time that they experience and connect with your brand through the 150th time that they're connecting with your brand. So in terms of making and continuing that experience, you had mentioned something earlier about your credibility and how that plays a factor. Can you talk a little bit about what that entails and how people can help build credibility and also a network when they don't necessarily have one?
Yeah, so there's been a couple of things I've done over the last couple of years to build my brand or my credibility. And really it's about saying yes to opportunities. Again, it's, I said yes to this interview today. A couple years ago, a woman in our town asked if I would help her start a women's networking group, and I knew nothing about starting a networking group, but I said yes because I wanted to learn, I wanted to get in front of more people, and it positions me as a leader. Yeah. So whether or not I had the skills yet, I said yes, and then I learned the skills. And showing up every day, I do 3 to 5 Facebook Lives every week, and showing up gives you credibility.
Right.
And
doing what you say you're going to do.
Doing what you say you're going to do. And even if you show up and you're stuttering or not sure what to do, or the dog's barking in the background, show up anyway, because people also want to know that they can do it too.
Right.
Yeah. That they don't have to have the perfect centerpiece in the background and the perfect lighting, and they want to know that they can walk in their dining room, set up a tripod on their cell phone, and make a Facebook Live.
Yeah, be communicated and
make those connections.
Engagement.
Yeah.
And I like what you said about you get the skills. It's not that you just get started and magically know how it's done. You actually have to be proactive and figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I figure things out by doing them. Yeah, that's the way I learn, really. And I do talk and connect with other people, but I figure things out by not being afraid to make a mistake. And that's, I think, what you need. That's how people learn to walk.
All successful entrepreneurs have made several mistakes to get to where you need to go. That's just how it works.
You
can't be scared, and you got to just do the leap of faith, and most importantly, just trust yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely. So what are you working on now, and where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Facebook, Dawn Sullivan, and my website is dawn-sullivan.com. And what I'm working on now is I'm growing a team. I started with a new network marketing company back in June, and I'm hyper focused on growing my team to set a great foundation for myself and the people I've recruited. So that's mostly what I'm working on, and it's all about gut health and the gut-brain connection, and it's really new science, and it's super, I'm totally geeked out about the new science of it.
I love your posts. I read them often. The gut-brain connection is real.
Yeah, it's so real. It's the missing link for all of us.
Yeah.
So I'm super into that. I would say 70 to 80% of my time is about marketing my network marketing company. And educating myself on who I can market to. And then I also, about 20% of my business time is talking to other people who are in love with their network marketing company and teaching them how to get online and kind of get out of their own way and get started.
I love it.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. Great information.
Yep. And thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Thanks, Dawn.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.